What's going on, everybody? GemMint here, and we got to talk about this Spider-Man original art going for over $3 million, what it means for the collectible market, and what are some of the controversies behind it. Before we get started, let me give a big shout out to the sponsor of this video, Dynamite Entertainment. They have some nice releases coming out for this week on January 19th. They have Red Sonja Black, White, and Red issue 6, James Bond Emeros number 4, Purgatory number 4, and Kiss Phantom Obsession issue 5. Make sure to pick up these titles from your local comic shop. All right, guys, so the piece of interior original art we're talking about here is page 25 from Secret Wars 8, which is the origin of the Spider-Man black suit symbiote costume, how he came about it. This was always something that was confusing to newer collectors. The first appearance is technically tied. It's Amazing Spider-Man 252, Marvel Team Up 141, and there's even a third one. I think a Spectacular Spider-Man issue. But the big dollar book is Amazing Spider-Man 252. However, Secret Wars 8 is a coveted collector's book. People love the miniseries. It's where you technically get the origin of the symbiote costume, and the original pages went up for auction just over the last week or so. So from Heritage, here's the article. Spider-Man was already the star of the most expensive comic book ever sold at auction. They're referencing the Amazing Fantasy 15 9.6 that sold for $3.6 million. As of Thursday, the web slinger is also responsible for what is now the world's most valuable page of original comic book artwork. So page 25 from Secret Wars 8, like I said, tells the origin of the black costume. It sold for $3,360,000. Live bidding opened at $330,000, but it quickly became clear that several bidders coveted Mike Zeck's artwork as it soared past the $1 million mark. When it hit its final price, shattering all previous comic art records, the gallery erupted with cheers. Heritage goes on to say they couldn't be happier, especially for their co-signer who bought the art in the late 1980s and treasured these pages ever since. The previous page 24, auctioned as well for $288,000. So, man, this guy had this stuff since the late 80s, and now he just auctioned it off, and he made a couple $1 million. Now, here's a couple of things here. First of all, who is buying this stuff, right? Who is spending millions of dollars on comic book artwork, on comics in general? It's definitely not your typical collector. Are they hedge fund people? Are they crypto millionaires? Are they just people with deep pockets? Are they trying to evade taxes or avoid paying taxes by putting money into assets and things of that nature? I don't really know, but it does have ramifications. We'll probably see Secret Wars 8 benefit from this huge original art sale. And what's so cool about this, I mentioned the comic book. Yeah, you can go buy the comic book, The Origin of the Black Suit Symbiote, but this is the original page where it kind of tells you what happens. It's more rarity, more scarcity, and more for that high-end collector. But I do think it'll have an effect on the rest of the market. Typically when we see a high-grade sale like that Amazing Fantasy 9.6, the record holder, it trickles down to all the lower grades. Everything kind of benefits from that. And I'm interested, and I'm pretty positive that we'll see that with Secret Wars 8 here as well. But there's some controversy here as well. I'm already seeing in comments online and such about Heritage possibly shill bidding on the video game stuff. They had a Mario that sold for $2 million, and then there was kind of all this heat around them about the person who bought it. They're actually on the board, and it's essentially manipulating the market by buying their own collectibles at a high dollar, setting that precedence, not really spending the money. I don't really know enough about that to speak on it. I mean, the articles are out there. There's videos out there if you want to look into that Mario Nintendo $2 million sale. But it does question these other huge, enormous sales. I don't know what to think about it. I like to think about it that you got to invest. You got to put your money somewhere. Inflation is high. You can't just leave it in the bank. You have to put it into something. And I'm not a tax guy either, but I'm pretty sure you buy a house, you don't have to pay taxes on that money. So I'm thinking there's probably some type of collectible loophole or art. People in the art world spend crazy millions of dollars on original pieces of art, not comic book art. So I don't know. Let me know what you guys think down below. What do you think about this $3.3 million sale? Not the first appearance panel, but a Secret Wars 8 panel. Do you think it'll affect the rest of the market? Do you trust Heritage? What do you think is going on with these big high dollar sales? Let me know. Thanks for watching. Stay minty fresh. Peace.